or plead the case to make myself seem like I'm not a narcissist. Speaking with a sword, on guard. If you ain't on your guard, then you probably get nicked. We not existing the only way, competition probably get picked. But I was inserted into this earthly domain to further decimate valueless opinions of false individuals who attended. The thought of this expanded into action. Do it cause it's necessary, not for the satisfaction or open jar reactions. I gain no pleasure from your admiration and interactions. You can thank Allah, Jehovah, Jireh, the divine, whichever one you come to terms with on your journey through time. I'm more than the vessel I reside in. You look at the surface and wonder if acknowledging my presence is worth it. I'm looking at you knowing a trip through my mind probably would hurt you. Not into politicians on TV discrediting each other when the system they build ain't putting proper change in the culture. Just circulating dollars for power and scams that's covered. They say numbers don't lie, but liars be computing numbers. That makes me wonder. I'll never compromise the truth for pals and plunder. Don't care about who it makes disgruntled. Won't throw your crown in the ring, you really ain't ready to Royal Rumble. It's me better in my stance if it ever looked like I stumbled. The ending result is the opponent properly getting pummeled. I'm not giving platforms to life forms who wanna talk about common animalistic motives to increase their false view of themselves and their unrealistic notions. Balancing out the scales, weighing up what I know with what I seek to learn. Pick out portions of both to see what I need to discern. Consistency in my work credits everything I earn. Won't look to another man hoping that he'll then confirm. As I come to terms with terminology often used, I can better gain insight into the population's views. But my view ain't like the population's, don't get that part confused. The meaning they give on the living has to be the biggest rules. By identity stealing corporate villains, I won't be fooled. Don't need a public image to publicly paint this imagery. And the divine council seems where I tend to be. I won't pretend, at least I pre-man regeneration of my illumination interest in. But don't let that be the only thing you show some interest in. Make sure this message send. Make sure this message send. If you ain't get the first time, and run it back again.
When you go through it, it's either gonna make you or it's gonna break you. But what you come out as on the other side, that's what matters in the end. Treaded through everything, knowing sure and well that I'd rise. You seen that fire in my eyes, it shouldn't be a surprise. Willpower of a deity, that holy spark of me. Heroic people's champion, something I knew I ought to be. Fierce with no intention of folding, I'm powerfully holding my position. This moment is golden, I'm elevating every day, my eyes bust to open. Keep going. Elongation of celebration, connection finally tuned, sever ties with no hesitation. Now that's a statement. Mild meditation, an understatement that's understatement. If I'm overstating, then make it blatant. Been trailblazing, not tail chasing. We'll make it, have made it, amass greatness. Crabs in a barrel, butter them claws, serve them up like waiters. While you waiting, I'm demonstrating my credibility to say I'm alpha to these betas. I'm not debating. Nouns pissing on your grave, all these verbs defecating. A validation in your status, so it's not desecration, the verification. I found myself amongst rubble locations, a diamond in the rough, unscathed by elemental abrasions. Meaning I weathered every storm and solved these eccentric equations. That's why my tone of speech conveys that I'm no longer playing. Gradually grew into something that's grand. I reached up to the sky like, Father, please lend me a hand. In the face of any opposition, tall I stand. I am who I am and what I am. I will not pretend. I tend to bend the laws that try to cage me in, using a pen. I pen against the walls of the universe. The cowards that abuse the power while the innocent hurt. This is the type of speech to put your spiritual death in reverse and rise out of that labyrinth in which you've been immersed. King talk. I have no peasant petty motives. I need my people to rise, not drown in this vast ocean. We not them shackled slaves on the boat jumping over. We're free. We're free. We're free. This is freedom. It's that talk from a kingdom. Kings and queens, here I advise that we rise, no longer in bondage or entangled in ties. The only bondage that is presently preventing us is ourself. Life is deeper than riches and wealth. We are more than the images we are painting and what the culture feeds us. Lost souls following lost souls that have become this generation's leaders. We're more than drugs and cough syrup and 2 liters. To find your true self, you must dig much deeper. Bless.
Created from stardust to something that the Almighty One holds value to. I can clearly tell that I'm more than valuable, nowhere near malleable, not easily impressed upon or pressed on by your best song. Since we artists, I'm trying to leave the gallery with beautiful masterpieces that can inspire my siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, the people. Professionally drawn while using the world as an easel, naturally noticing the differences in all these creatures, analyzing features, hold my observations not to impede and give light to situations and watch the darkness start receding. Insensitive to idiocy, it's just not my cup of tea. I sip of the fountain of youth and pour truth up like bubbly. Sincerely speaking, I look from understanding eyes, but how I apply what I understand to what I see is what makes me wise. For anything less of what I deserve, I will not compromise. The increasing impact of my verbiage you can't undermine. I share all caps that with an underline, then put it up on a billboard sign to make you have to read it when you pass by every time. Shortchange who? This time I'm coming for all of mine. Molded from divine essence or something of God's preference. Man of many characteristics that were often contested. Trials of fire that I overcame with a burning smile. Line up to receive your portion of this and get single file. Feel like that baby found by the princess in a basket on the Nile. Free my people, I'm demanding it right now. Get your mind out of them cuffs. I'm about business like corporate meetings, a towel over the tux. UFO CEO, I could tell them to beam you up. Alienation, feel like part of an alien nation. You oversensitive, that's a feminized sensation. My lord, I work for it, so now I embrace it. Often on occasion, my ideas explode with innovation. The light beaming from me solar. Dark souls could get disintegrated. Remodeled my mind, spring cleaning and renovation. I further see that self can only place the limitations. So much inspiration. Know your worth.
wanna get farther, you gotta push harder, for sure. Only converse with queens, they tell me about their crowning achievements. Successfully chosen as the successor to greatly succeeding, never succeeding. Silly, you would see that it's happening. Don't tap out, now it's time to see that I've been tapping in. Internal structure built the external frame. It's the culmination of correctly channeling everything. Veteran trained. With confidence of rookies putting up MVP numbers, I don't blunder and won't wonder, it's wonderful. My cup is full, runneth over on sacred soil you cannot fall. It's the result of nights and days I toiled. Awaken, in the eye receiving visuals. It's the part where it get critical, made major issues minuscule. Touching peaks and pinnacles, then passing them all properly. Scholarly like Socrates, very prudent. And I'm a student with professor credentials, and this is sequential. Created in the depths of my mental, mind of a genius. And my thesis like telekinesis. Moving from a distance, but you can't touch it or see it. Don't need a reason to elevate each and every season. Evolution part of the purpose for man breathing. Who you deceiving? Your spirit poison when you become greedy. I'm never needy, my people need me. Hush up and heed me, that growth beautiful. Sunlight and water hit the seedling. No longer infantile, so he's no longer teething. Still was a boss, baby. Bottle up information, milk for meetings. You either admire or envy others' achievements. When you watching how they succeeding, which one you pick determines whether you got strength or weakness. I was being humble, but they tried to mock my meekness. Insecurity exuding out of your inner bleakness. Solitude helped me to confirm my completeness. Now everything is increasing, potential power releasing. I take these hands and beat the piss out of these demons. Peaceful don't mean scared. Lay on the cloud and look at the stars. That's a dream bed. I gravitate to what's greater, like I don't need legs. Try to walk the path I walk, you probably need meds. Hold your breath waiting for me to lose, you gon' inhale instead. Then exhale like, man, we should've gave him more cred. This guy's incredible, living synonym of impeccable. I call the shots, but I'm also who they beckon to. And list you if you're worthy, but I'll never start begging you. I'm like a verbal wrecking crew. On the regular record, Ralph every beat, it's like an obligation too. With a killer cadence who gonna save it. Strike like Raiden if enemies were raiding. Ain't no evading this mental penetrating thought infiltration. Somewhat of an insinuation. Well, these words gonna have an infestation. See how everything came together? I'm so glad that I was patient. I'm so glad that I was patient. I'm so glad that I got patience.
It's the small victories and big moments that sometimes push us to achieve those great feats. When it's all said and done, you won't remember the losses as much as all the times you won. Some of them wins were private, some of them losses public. Sometimes you made your move, sometimes you weren't budging. Perseverance is what made the difference. Broken, but you could afford to pay attention. Life instructions like attempting to read hieroglyphics, or the option of free will versus following rules in religion. I'm a believer, but I don't believe things are as they should be. Sometimes I think, would people change if they truly could see? Or am I asking too much? Is it wrong to have hope when all your peers giving up? Or when you fall, being sure to be the one to pick yourself up? I just pray that the Almighty One bless us.
After the love is gone, my spirit exudes earth, wind, and fire. Dragging the energy vibrations that created, inspired, destroyed the essence of liars lying to gain some leverage. Wise decision while soundly sipping a single beverage. Came into a glow, I seen light piercing through such a darkened crevice. Solitary, my solitude is necessary. Apple Music, JID, hereditary. It take only a second to see that I'm not ordinary. I seem to find the most comfort while being with queens. They like to whisper to me that I'm the man of their dreams. Give you more than a pinch, have you awake in a pinch. It can get intense. I'm well fit to make sure moments with me you won't forget. Understand I'm not comparable to the counterfeit. Acting like you shy but you a pro, I'm convinced. Threw back on me like a lob to 08 events. I know you seen the way I caught it too. I knew I'd be the man since Wayne dropped Carter 2. To run this game I had to call a couple audibles. I really got the juice leaking out of my follicles. Won't show a smidgen of mercy, crumb or a particle. Wanna hear from me, then read a music article. The complete opposite of diabolical. Navigate through treachery, it's nautical. Understandable, this imponderable. Can't be like these people, just know I'm honorable. Play my cards right, I've been seeing what karma will do. I state my intentions, they never had to hide them. Became peaceful after years of anger and violence. I'm quiet cause I understand there's power in silence. I let my actions speak. Could go and get some TLC and not want to have to creep. I don't say I got drip, that reminds me of faucet leaks. I could call it blueprint and they see it and they follow me. Pop out with that, oh man, I don't look like I'm marketing. Beyond the stars is where I'm obviously targeting. With the type of flow to have NASA like. Let me call this man, that's just an astro plot. I astro can, don't tell me about no astronaut. Kobe gon' live forever as long as I'm shooting my shot. Think I always had that mamba mentality, whether I knew it or not. That killing instinct is something I've been feeling a lot. These verses creating corpses, I'm just watching them ride. It's sick. I stopped playing tag once I realized I'm it. Life a two-way road, which direction you pick? I'm choosing higher. Chief Executive Officer, you trying to get hired. Can't play your role, watch how quickly you getting fired. Those who love the hardest to love are who I admire. Was on the road like a tire even when I was tired. Went from nothing to something, building an empire. I keep it real, don't respect the fake or converse with liars. That type of energy around me, something I don't desire. Been trying better myself to be a better provider. When I'm finished, you can thank me later. I'll tell you they nada. Tomato, tomato, potato, patata. You see, it don't matter how I phrase it, just know it came from me. Not on my side or somewhere I would hate to be.
I ignore most things. What you see be feeding your brain. What they allow their thoughts to consume, I think is insane. I'm empowering my people, this a more fulfilling lane. You trying to create some clout, I'm trying to create some change. And everything that come with it is just part of the games. Being in the dark about so much almost left me deranged. Guess I've been a little crazy though, but that just run in my family, so that's how it go. I'm just open-minded about it and I don't care who knows. All that judging, I thought that was what the judges were for. Wanted to curb the bullet, I'd rather be a free man, yo. I can play any role well, but don't consider me an actor. God got my back, so he my favorite chiropractor. My heart was broke from betrayal, well it was just a fraction. But I usually see the beauty in every disaster. I told everyone there's power hidden in perspective. My advice be getting neglected, I wonder who regret it. My gut feeling like a golden compass up in my belly. Plus my philosophical views got me like Machiavelli. I treat the new era just like it's the Renaissance. That same boy that they overlooked turned into a don. Got tired of trying to convince them, I'd rather prove them wrong. Sticky situations, I had to apply the Teflon. You don't like me, stop pretending that we get along. Remission from it by ensuring that my presence gone. Handling business or entertaining potential interest if I'm on the phone. It's intense in this world, but that's just how it gets. If you're not feeling me, then you can eat a bag of Lone wolf, I don't want to invite you to your clique. I had other plans, but suddenly everything clicked. Defeated depression and my mental oppressions. Now I'm so focused on the future, it feel like an obsession. Life kept throwing tests at me until I learned my lesson. I understood they would test. So now once you see me stressing, I aim for excellence, cause that's a notch below perfection. It's a different vibe whenever it's already destined. We can only cross paths at an intersection. I just tell it how it be, I ain't trying to lecture. Comfortability kill dreams unless it's my clothes texture. Bet on me if you trying to win or wanna be a smart investor. That would probably be your best choice. Need to see more action and less voice. I'm still going up, holding on to the hoist. Moment of growth.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be seen to be heard, and you ain't gotta touch to be felt. Yeah. If you were one of one, you ain't gotta tell them you were one of one. It shows.
Random numbers up daily, like a streak. I could run it even if I wasn't an athlete. Gold medalist, life my Olympic track meet. It's a problem with my thoughts and the track meet. Black feet, barefooted, walk through the fire. The spirit of legends get reborn. How could your soul retire? Sunday Sabbath attire. I'm not the Reverend though. Dialect smooth, that's safe inside though. Que soy de Mexico. If you let me go, then it's all good. I forgive you now. I'm focused on the things that I should. Wish you would. I'll give you the passage. Boys to men, wise man, kin from a savage, blessing from tragic. How could you imagine that? I never could either. I'ma just walk on this road showing a believer. So what? Give me time, clock hand, thread the needle. In a sec, I'll be back harder, insect or beetle. DC, I'm a dream chaser, dream catcher. You be acting, you Don Cheadle, you do capping. New captain, I'ma gather a troop. I'm asking God for wisdom, you asking him for a creep. Height and truth, how you gon' guide me on what to do? Your character and actions not matching, look what you got in you. When it rains, it pours. When you've been through the mud, you don't care about dirty and floors. You reap what you sow. I'm making sure my crops are rewards. Live with less, strive for more, and watch the energy you absorb. Empire, dynasty, creation of a mecca. Over attacking now when it was over protection. Load the directions, tell me where we headed. This a jackpot I'm giving, the 777s. Lottery like casino cash out in heaven. Thanking the omnipresent for these moments that's present. Now I'm no longer restless or reckless. Peaceful and wild, peace of mind, no peace of denial. Tribulations come and go like court date or a trial. Whatever the case was, when you beat it, you smile. I couldn't fit in wearing matching outfits in the crowd. Keep my head held high, nothing was the same from then to now. This light, but it's gonna hit you much quicker than sound. Feel that open banana that'll peel back. This rare but far from undercooked. I could be inside your girl, but I prefer a book. Both wanna show me something, hoping I look. I know I'm committed to growth in every spectrum. Constant correction to further my attribute collection. I check mics like it malfunction and need correction. I check mics like a recording equipment inspection. I could astral project into your dreams, cause an inception.
Run that. Yo. Hands to the sky like I'm trying to touch a cloud. Looking at how far I've come, I'm starting to get proud. Turning voices in my head down, they was getting loud. I'm the type that walk the opposite direction of the crowd. I don't fit in with followers, what you follow. You probably don't know yourself, that's mind-boggling. But to each his own, I'm not the type for arguing. I never sell my soul, not even bargaining, not breaking either. My verse is soft-spoken ether. My technique in this craft of mine like Minecraft explosive creeper. I can go from turtle speed to a sprint cheetah. It's like that morning cup of joe from your favorite barista. You know the most criticism come from those in the bleachers, but it's just motivation to them real overachievers. The ones who rather set proper examples as a leader. Knowledge in motion creates currency. It pays to be a book reader. That's free game. It's opportunity everywhere. Only yourself to blame. You gon' go get it or you gon' stay stuck. We're the real ones, please stand up. Please stand up. Fact speaking anywhere that my verses start. Don't be a product of your environment, be one of your heart. Have some faith in them journeys you decide to embark on. Original, don't feel comfortable with clones. Could call a man to man, I'ma still be in my zone. Only time I'm changing up is fluctuating my tone. Chairman of the boards in this game like Moses Malone. $1 million flow like carpet in expensive mansions. I'ma upgrade it and have it worth $1 billion from expansion. Articulation of my speech infers verbal enhancement. It's like a dictionary and thesaurus had some romance, and then the divine entity said, let me add some enchantments. Run that. Hands to the sky like I'm trying to touch a cloud. Looking at how far I've come, I'm starting to get proud. Turning voices in my head down, they was getting loud. I'm the type that walk the opposite direction of the crowd. I don't fit in with followers, what you follow. You probably don't know yourself, that's mind-boggling. But to each his own, I'm not the type for arguing. I never sell my soul, not even bargaining.